Numerous criminals have taken on the Mauler armor and identity, including Aaron Soames, Turk Barrett, Brendan Doyle, and an additional unnamed criminal. Most of them have been affiliated with Cord Conglomerate. Generally, Mauler's abilities include an armored suit which grants superhuman strength, flight via turbines, heavy resistance to injury, internal life support systems, a laser cannon on the left arm, and an electric shock generator on the right arm.
Aaron Soames was an elderly former employee of Cord Conglomerate, deprived of his pension benefits by a computer error. Soames stole the prototype suit of the Mauler armor in hopes of punishing Edwin Cord, who was indifferent to Soames' plight.
Soames had 2 skirmishes with the hero Daredevil, and after humiliating Cord by symbolically erasing his existence by destroying his driver's license, credit cards, and other means of personal identification, he did not intend to do him any actual harm, he was killed with advanced weaponry by Cord's men. The Mauler armor reappears when small-time criminal Turk Barrett steals the armor and attempts to kill Daredevil.
Barrett was defeated in less than a minute by Daredevil. Later, mercenary Brendan Doyle is hired by the now imprisoned Edwin Cord to steal the armor from Stark International and destroy all records of the suit design and history.
Although successful in stealing the suit, Doyle is prevented from reaching the records by former comrade Jim Rhodes and decides to keep the suit. As a soldier for hire, Doyle battles with the heroes Spider-Man and Wonder Man and encounters Spider-Man once again while trying to retrieve his infant son.
Doyle reappears during the Armor Wars when the Mauler armor is confiscated. Doyle eventually gains a new suit of Mauler armor and battles Canadian superhero team Alpha Flight.
Jim Rhodes briefly impersonates the Mauler. Doyle returns during the Superhuman Registration Act incident and encounters the Avengers.
Brendan Doyle is later recruited by Mandarin and Zeke Stane to join the other Iron Armor criminals in a plot to take down Iron Man. Roderick Kingsley later sold one of the Mauler's armors to an unnamed criminal.
Mauler 4 is seen on Roderick Kingsley's side at the time when Hobgoblin, who is actually Roderick Kingsley's butler, Claude, was leading his forces into attacking the Goblin King's Goblin Nation.
After Hobgoblin was killed by Goblin King, Mauler 4 was among the criminals that defected to the Goblin Underground.
The Mauler armor provides heavy protection from physical and energy-based attacks, boosts the wearer's strength, and, courtesy of turbines, allows flight. In addition to internal life support systems, a laser cannon that doubles as an electron particle gun is mounted on the left arm. The right palm of the armor can also generate a high-frequency electric shock. Head of the Cord Conglomerate, Edwin Cord is a well-connected yet frustrated businessman. He first made headlines when he was the target of Aaron Soames, who wore the stolen Mauler armor from Cord Conglomerate, who planned to get revenge on Edwin for interfering with his plight. This was stopped by Daredevil, which ended with Aaron being killed by Cord's men, who used their advanced weapons to open fire on Mauler.
From his palatial estate on the East Coast, he plotted to bring down Tony Stark and his companies on a regular basis. Stark first encountered Cord at the Conclave of Electronics Engineers and Innovators in Dallas, Texas, where representatives from Roxxon Oil Corporation, S.H.I.E.L.D, and Cross Technological Enterprises attended.
Cord hired the Raiders to attack the event. He returned with his raiders in an attempt to destroy the newly formed Stark Enterprises.
After the Raiders were defeated by Iron Man, Cord showed a film of their exploits to S.H.I.E.L.D. to try to get the weapons contract they formerly offered to Stark. S.H.I.E.L.D. is unimpressed by Cord's illegal means, and Edwin is arrested by the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents.
While in prison, Edwin hires Brendan Doyle to infiltrate Stark Enterprises and steal the Mauler armor in order to destroy the records and histories of the Stark armor designs. Mauler was thwarted by Jim Rhodes.
Eventually, Cord was released from prison where he, Senator Boynton, and General Meade were overseeing Jack Taggart operating the firepower armor that Cord's company created. They watch as Firepower completes a training where he manages to defeat a bunch of jets and tanks.
As Firepower is training with Private Baskin and Corporal Winters, Cord is approached by Boynton and Meade, where they want Cord to hand over the Firepower armor, which Cord turns down. Cord says to Boynton and Meade that they should try to take it. He will reveal to the tabloids how the armor was conceived as a riot control device, and then has Taggart blow up the flatbed truck they were going to use to take away the armor.
Over the next few days, Cord and Firepower seem determined to sabotage Stark Enterprises. Cord and Firepower intimidate a manufacturing group into not accepting a contract bid and blow up a shipment of Accutech Research and Development, a subsidiary of Stark Enterprises.
After more days of destruction and harassment, Cord and Firepower drive Stark Enterprises to the point where Tony says they can't afford to lose another account. Firepower arrives at the Stark rail yard, where he injures Bill Segrist, who is in charge of the rail yard, and gives Stark a message from Cord that says that he destroyed Iron Man and now plans to destroy the rest of Stark's life. Cord would later go on to finance U.S. Agent and The Jury in a failed attempt to apprehend the Thunderbolts at the time when they and Warren Worthington III were fighting Graviton.